Hello my YouTube friends, I am very proud to bring you a pre-release version of the Iris Pilatus PC21. Time of recording is not out to purchase just yet, but it should be within the next week or so. The date today being the 24th of October, so hopefully by the end of this week, maybe a little bit later, it will be released. We've just made the turn in at Barmouth and we're currently heading up the Mordack estuary. The Mordack trail down to the right. Just noticed a bit of a stutter there. I did record this video on Sunday, and unbeknownst to me, my PC was dying. As I lost one of my RAM sticks died basically. So yeah, there are a few stutters on this video. I tried to sort of get rid of the majority of them, but I did record an earlier video which it's about 25 minutes long. I went through all the start up and everything, and I was also showing how the Iris Pilatus PC21 isn't a frame hog. Whilst on the floor or on the deck at RF Valley, engine not running, I was getting upwards of 41 frames per second with it, which is really reasonable on my system because it's an old system. It's a 3770K processor Ivy Bridge. Yes, it's running at 4.5 gigahertz. It's a professional overclock and it does handle the sim relatively well. I can even do VR with my Reverb G2 in it. But it is an old system, so it does show that even with an older system you can use this sim and this aircraft will play very well. Okay, so we're just coming up to the CAD West and CAD East. CAD East being on the left, CAD West being on the right, as we turn in here. And as we make our way down towards the lake, that's where we'll be making the Corris turn. So yeah, so I'm greatly privileged to have been given this pre-release copy to trial and hopefully help out in whatever way I can to find any minor bugs. But I'm a little bit late to the party. I think it's practically ready for release at this point. Hopefully if you see my video it will encourage you to have a look at the aircraft. I mean, it is a really beautiful model. It's a lovely aircraft, fairly well modelled with the systems. It's not like what you'd call a full study aircraft, but it's certainly got enough there to keep you well entertained. Okay, so we're heading now down towards McCunleth. So we're making our left turn. The weather that I'm running isn't live weather. This is one of the Microsoft default weathers. Can't remember which one it is at the moment, but it's not scattered clouds. It's few clouds. I think it's something like that. Few clouds. Okay, so there's a left turn coming in. I like to fly in this area quite a lot. I love Snowdonia. I go there quite a lot on holidays, and I've driven all the roads around the Mach Loop. Quite frequently been surprised by jets flying overhead. And there was one day when we were at Dinas, which we'll be coming up to shortly. There's a squadron of F-16s came flying around. About 6 or 7 of them. They did a couple of passes each. So once the passes at Dinas, we went up to the top of Bulk and watched them come through the squeeze there. Now I will point out where Bulk is when we get there. You will see turbojet trainers flying in the Mach Loop. They are the Texans that the Royal Air Force uses. Fairly kind of similar airframe to the PC21. There we go, another stall. poor system, must have been crying. So yeah, where are we now? Okay, so we've done the Dinas turn and now we're heading up towards what we call a spur. Oh, no, I'm ahead of myself. No, we're not there yet. I thought we jumped. No, we're coming up to the Dinas turn now. Sorry, excuse me, getting ahead of myself. So here's the village of Dinas, pronounced as Mordwy. Could be wrong with that pronunciation. The scenery is a bit strange there, as you know, that the road for some reason looks a bit weird. I don't know whether it's just the photo imagery wasn't captured very well. Generally speaking, the scenery in this area is actually really good. Okay, so here comes what's called a spur up on the right hand side. And then there's a lay-by, just caught a bit of a lay-by there where you park for the spur. And now we're heading up towards the Bulk Pass, where there is another lay-by. This is where the F-16s passes on the second turn round, which was brilliant to be there when that happened. Okay, so now we're banking left and we're heading over towards across Fox's pub, which is another great place to stop and have a pint and watch the aircraft fly by. They don't come over your head typically when you're there, but not too far away and you have a reasonable view of them as they're coming across. Heading back towards CADS. Both sides of the CADs. I've only opened CAD East once. It's not ideal for parking. There's not a lot of parking spaces there, and it's a little more awkward to get to. CAD West, on the other hand, is a nice big lay-by, which you can see just there. It is quite a bit of parking there, but as Mach Loop has got quite popular in more recent years, you will be lucky to get parked in there these days. You have to get there early. Okay, so that's the circuit of the loop done. I hope you've enjoyed this video, me showing the RS PC21. We'll be showing you some outside views shortly. As I said, it's a shorter video than I originally had intended. Just wanted to get this produced and out there. Help Iris along and hopefully get a few sales off the back of it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe if it costs anything, and it certainly will motivate me to create more videos like this. So, catch you next time then. Bye guys.